Welcome, everybody, to Taking Control, the ADHD podcast. I'm Pete Wright, here with the wonderful Nikki Kinzer.
Aw, aren't you sweet? Hello, Pete Wright.
Hello, Nikki Kinzer. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Surviving. It's December.
Yes. Do you feel older?
Yes. Thank you.
Happy belated birthday,
Thank
my friend.
You very, very much. I did pass another year, another trip around the sun.
Nice.
And, I've been reflecting a bit on relaxation.
Oh, nice.
Have you seen the Bill Murray video about relaxation?
No, I have not.
There's this wonderful little 3-minute video posted on the Facebook page of Bill Murray being interviewed about a taxi trip, the taxi ride that he just took. And on this taxi ride, he was driving along, the taxi driver, they were just having a conversation, and he somehow came up with the conversation that the taxi driver plays a saxophone. And Murray says, well, when do you practice? He says, I don't know, man. I mean, I drive 14 hours a day. And Murray says, well, I kind of put two and two together and realized I know how to drive a car. So I told the guy, go get your sax. It was in the trunk. And he said, I drove the cab to my destination while he practiced saxophone in the back seat. And the moral of his message was, we just got to relax. He said, any success that I have has been because I work so hard to just relax and have and enjoy everything I'm doing and not let, other people's stress become my stress, and just really, really kind of go with whatever comes my way. And so that's my big lesson.
So that's your new philosophy.
Yeah, I need to relax more.
All right.
And just let things come in and out of as they go, and not get too wrapped up in it. So that's my big message for this coming year. Just relax.
I like it.
I'm going to take that one on.
Good. Well, good for you. I'll keep you accountable.
Thank you. Thank you. I expect nothing less.
Yes.
We are talking about another new thing that you are kicking off for as we wrap up this year, kicking into 2015.
That's right.
Coaching.
Group coaching is coming in 2015.
I'm very excited about this.
I am too.
What is? How did you come to this idea of group coaching and adding this to Take Control ADHD? What hole does it fill for you?
It's such a great question, because it's something that I've been thinking about for a while now. Of how can I get a group coaching service, or what does that look like, and what would it look like? And I've been kind of sitting on it for a little bit, and then. I mean, honestly, I don't sleep very well in the middle of the night. And sometimes I'm up between 2:30 and 4:30 for unknown reasons. And one night between this time of 2:30 and 4:30, I started thinking about this group coaching concept, and I got some ideas, and I'm thinking, wow, this would be really fun. I would really enjoy it. I think it would be a great service to my clients, or to new potential clients. And I just started writing all this stuff down, and it just sort of came together. And I am really excited about talking about it today and offering this.
Well, so first of all, what is group coaching as you have begun to integrate it into the business?
Well, and that's also a great question, Pete, right? Because I had to do a little research on trying to find out what group coaching is. Like, how does it work for other coaches? And
so you had the midnight epiphany.
Yes, I had the epiphany, and then
you had to figure out what it was.
Yeah, and then I had to figure out if I was completely off. Because the thing is that I had something in my mind of what I wanted it to be, and I wasn't sure if that was really true, especially because it's 3:00 in the morning. Like, how true are your thoughts, right?
Yes.
But as I researched, there are a variety of different ways to do group coaching. And at first I was thinking, well, I don't know if I really want to do it that way that I see on this website. And well, that's not exactly what I had in mind. And then I actually found a couple of websites that were a little bit more in line of what I wanted to do. And so I kind of thought about, okay, merge what I'm reading here to what I want to do. Like, what do I really want to work with my clients, and how could this work in a group setting? And so this is what I've come up with. And it's sort of my own way, of doing it. It's kind of a combination of things. And really what it boils down to, it's a different form of coaching. But rather than it being one-on-one with just me and my client on the phone, it's a small group setting. And so this group is going to have a shared focus. So I've come up with 3 different kinds of groups for people to choose from, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute of what each of those groups are. And I picked those groups too because these are really who I like to coach. This is who I relate to. And so, there's a lot of meaning behind how I picked the groups even. So you can do a lot of thinking in the middle of the night, let me tell you. It's crazy. So anyway, just to kind of give you a definition of group coaching, it's really a time, how I see it, how I visualize this, is it's time for us to connect with like-minded individuals, people who have ADHD, people who are going through some of the same challenges, and they get to work with me too. So they get to have the experience, hopefully a good experience, of working with a trained ADHD coach alongside with a small group of people, because I'm going to keep this pretty small within the groups themselves. So, my intention is to have the meetings really be an opportunity to learn new strategies, brainstorm ideas. It's a place for people to find support, motivation, inspiration, maybe accountability. If they're looking to really make some change in their life, this could be a great forum for them to develop some action plans and really be held accountable and follow up with each other. I mean, I have all these great ideas and vision for this, and I'm really excited about it.
How does this, so, normally when people work with you in that one-on-one basis, right?
Yes.
Your typical client, what does that relationship look like? So are you meeting once a week, and for how long does your typical client sort of reach with you in an individual basis?
Yes, actually, and this is one of the things that I did to really make this work for me and my business, is that how I work with one-on-one clients is going to be similar to the way that I work with group coaching. It's just the biggest difference is that you're not one-on-one, you're with a group. But what I mean by that is when I work with a client, I will typically work with them for the first 3 weeks of the month, and we take that last week off. So we meet the same day, same time for the first 3 weeks, and then we take that last week off. And that's exactly how I have designed this, is that we will meet same day, same time for the first 3 weeks, and with taking that last week off. So the actual format of it is the same. What the difference is, I guess, between, when you have that individual attention, of course, there's going to be more focus just on you and what you're going through and getting you moved forward. The group setting is going to be a little bit different because you're sharing that space, with 4 or 5 other people. I'm going to have the groups be at the maximum of 5. And so, it's just a different form of coaching. It's not going to be exactly the same, but there's a lot of the same characteristics, if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. I love the group environment. It's a funny thing, when you move from an individual relationship to a group relationship, that you don't. You can phrase it as if, you don't have the individualized attention, but really what you get is individualized attention on your challenges and your issues times the number of people in the group. It really becomes a natural support community around you. And yes, you have to share the load by supporting other people in their challenges, but just learning about other people's challenges and their solutions is such a rich landscape for solving your own problems. I'm a huge proponent of groups, and the benefit is, there's a huge benefit that doesn't make economic sense to me intuitively. It actually costs less than individual. I think the benefit of working with a group is so much more valuable. And so I could not be more excited about this.
Yeah, it's very exciting. And, in the past, I have offered different workshops. And what I want to be clear is the difference between what I'm offering now and what those workshops were, is that those workshops were definitely, there were set agendas, right? They were typically around organizing. We had an outline, we had a workbook, predetermined homework. It was very structured, and the group coaching is not set up like a workshop. It's not me being a teacher. It is me being a true coach. And so there's so much more flexibility within that group, than what you've seen, what I've offered in the past. And what makes it a little structured in the sense is that there is this general theme that's going to happen, right? So you're going to pick the group that you relate to most in your life right now, or things that you want to work on. And we're going together as a group, pick a theme for that session, just to kind of give us a jumping off point, to have a little bit of structure at the beginning. But where it goes is up to the group. I mean, there is no set agenda. And that's what I really love about this, is that it gets to go wherever you want it to go as a group.
Now, you've put together some 3 different kinds of groups. You want to talk a little bit about how you came up with these particular topic areas?
Yes, absolutely. And that is, going back to what I was saying before, I really put a lot of thought about what I wanted these groups to look like, because I was thinking about, well, who is my clientele? Who do I currently work with? And the first group I came up with is ADHD moms. Having a group tailored towards moms who have ADHD or moms who have children with ADHD. And the topics that we can talk about are endless. I mean, we can certainly talk about home organizing, household management, chores, time management, homework strategies for our children, routines, personal care, how are we taking care of ourselves? All of these things can be possible, sessions that we talk about. And I just think it's a great way to find support with other women who are going through the same challenges, and same pressures,
Sure.
being a mom and a wife and working or not working and all of those things. So that's the first group that I want to put together. The second group is the ADHD professionals, is what I call it. And these are the people that are really wanting to focus in on the workplace. How do they become more productive in their work day? And this is a lot of what I coach around right now. Time management, priority management, dealing with procrastination, dealing with deadlines, breaking down projects. And there's also organizing issues that can happen in here too. How do I organize my office, my paper, things like that can come up. And so really the intention here is discovering new ways and strategies on getting the most out of your day. So that will be kind of the main focus there. Mm-hmm. This last group is not going to surprise anyone. Anybody who's listened to this show for a while, I'm going to have a group organizing with ADHD. Ta-da! Surprise, surprise. So this group will be tailored to anyone who's looking to take back control of their space. And it's really going to be tailored to ADHD specific ways, friendly ways. It's not about perfection by any means. It's really about organizing your space your way, and what feels good enough for you. So there's a lot of different topics here, of course, that can be talked about: sorting, purging, letting go, making decisions, developing systems, all kinds of things. I mean, we're open. I mean, all of these groups are open to so many possibilities.
That is really wonderful, and I think it gets just to the heart of your experience and what you have done over the last how many years? 7, 8 years?
Yeah, gosh. Mm-hmm. 7.
Just in terms of your work with all of the various, different kinds of challenges, organizing ADHD challenges and bringing this sort of framework of support, this model of support to so many different people. And even from people who just listen to this show, the email that we get from people around the world who are touched by the support from this show. This is a chance, really, to sit down and work directly with Nikki and a group of supported individuals around the world, a small group, an intimate group, and really take on your most challenging organizing or ADHD issues. And I think that's a really it's just a wonderful benefit. I think it's a great service.
I do too. And I'm so excited about it. And I wish I would have done it a long time ago. But I really feel like things kind of, they come to you when you're ready for them to come.
Right.
And so for whatever reason, 2015 is the year for me to do this. And so I certainly hope that our listeners will join me in this journey, because it is a new one for me. I mean, I'm willing to take the risk of changing it and working with it and tweaking it and adding to it and doing whatever we need to make it work. I'm just really excited about the possibilities. But with that said, I do have some requirements.
Oh, requirements.
Yes, there are
you have
some
to pass
definite...
like a background check?
Yeah, no.
Is there like a waiting period?
That's right. No, I do have some requirements though I think in my mind to make this really work, these groups to really work. There are some things I need from the members, and the biggest thing is the commitment, right? I need them to show up every week. I need them to come prepared with things to talk about, either from their own experience, that they can share their successes, but also share their challenges. I need people who are really going to be open and supportive to others. And so I really want this place, I want this group to be a safe place for people to come to be themselves without feeling judged. And doing that means opening yourself up a little bit, and people who are willing to do the work. We're going to talk about strategies. We're going to talk about action plans. We're going to hold you accountable. So in order for it to work, you have to be willing to do those things and to try those things. And a lot of times I'll say practice, because that's how I look at it, is that we're practicing things right now. And that's what I need. So, before you sign up, I need you to think about that. Are you committed? Is this the right time for you to take something like this on? Because I really want it to work for people. And that means, putting some effort into it.
Well, and I think we should just say this is not you being sort of unreasonable. This is the same thing you expect from your indivial coaching clients.
Absolutely.
Right? You expect them to come ready to play.
That's right. Right. That's when real change happens. And so, just to give you an idea, because I don't think we've said this yet, there is a 3-month commitment to this group coaching. And so, for the period that we're signing up now would be from January to March, and it starts the week of January 5th. And so, at the end of the 3 months, the way that I have this planned is at the end of the 3 months, the group can either decide to continue if they want, or they can discontinue. Every 3 months, we'll have sort of like an open enrollment, for people to come in to join new groups or to add members to existing groups if that's the choice that the existing group has made. So this isn't something that's just open all the time. There's planning on my part that has to happen. Like, I need to coordinate these groups. I need to make sure that they work within my schedule and your schedule, the client or the member's schedule. And the way I'm doing that is there's going to be a registration form. So if you're interested in this, you're going to go to the website and you're going to fill out a registration form. And it's going to have what group, you're going to choose what group you're interested in. You're going to tell me what topics you're most interested in. And there's going to be several options of times and days that would work for you to meet. And I'm going to take that information, and that's how I coordinate the groups to try to make gel.
To build your schedule.
Yes. And so I'm putting a leap of faith that this is all going to kind of like work out. We'll see. But that's what I'm doing. And so for the group of, for January and March, the deadline is going to be Monday, December 29th. So if you are interested, I need to have your registration form in before then, so that gives me that time to set up the groups and get everybody started that week, that first week of January.
Sure. Well, you've got a month. You've got a month to plan If you're thinking about it, if you've been on the fence about getting some additional coaching, this is a great time to do it. Think about it over the next couple weeks, but make sure you get that form filled out and register before the 29th.
Yes. And if you have any questions, and you want answers, please feel free to email me at nikki@takecontroladhd.com. You can also get in touch with me through the website. There's a contact page too if you have any questions. And I'm happy to talk with you a little bit about it too. If you're a little hesitant or whatever. One thing to let people know, all the calls are recorded. And so if you do by chance miss a session, you're not going to actually miss out on that session. You can actually go back and listen to the recording and so still get the value of that, which I think is huge.
But really don't rely on that.
Well, no, because I need you to be committed.
Yeah, you gotta be.
That is
you gotta be there.
You need to show up. That's one of the things. But I do understand that things happen, and so that's why I put the recordings there, so that's an additional benefit.
We've got lots of details over on the website, so just head over to takecontroladhd.com and you can learn a lot more about group coaching, which is a great new service working directly with and benefiting directly from the years of experience that Nikki brings to the group. So it's going to be a great direction. Very much looking forward to it. Any other news for the people? I think this was a news-heavy episode.
This is a news-heavy. No, that's it.
Excellent.
That's all I got.
Well, congratulations, everybody. You've almost made it through another calendar year. Happy December. Definitely subscribe to the show on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher of choice if you haven't yet. We always appreciate kind reviews and 5-star reviews to help other people discover the show. And we'll be back next week with lots of we're talking about money.
Yes, holiday spending.
Oh, that's a teaser. That'll be one for the record books.
That's right.
So make sure to join us next week. On behalf of Nikki Kinzer, I'm Pete Wright, and we'll catch you next week on Taking Control, the ADHD podcast.